Hey, Todd here. Today I'm going to walk you through a simple camera rig setup that I used that solved the problem I had on a recent shoot. And this might just be the fix you need. So I'm on a recent shoot, and for a client of mine I've had for a long time. The job really didn't have much budget, and it was something I normally don't do, but as I've said in the past, for clients you've had for a long time, you help them out. They've helped you out, you help them out. So what I had to do was I had to shoot B-roll at the same time I was shooting stills. It was just mainly a still project, but they wanted some B-roll to be captured at the exact same time. And I had no assistant, it was just myself. I had my R5 with me, and I had one of my C70s as well, but I couldn't shoot both at the same time of the same scene. It just wasn't going to happen. So I got my thinking cap on and how I was going to do this and what equipment I was going to use. So I got online and I found a camera cage made by Newer. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on this because normally I'm not going to have a cage on my R5. It's just my still camera. I don't really use it for video or anything. But I needed something to attach things to it to make it work for this job. So Newer had a cage that would work with my drive, and it was only 68 bucks on Amazon. I'll put a link to it on there if you use your R5 with a drive like I do. I just love the fact that I can get 2 batteries in this thing, and it goes a lot longer when I'm shooting with this. So anyway, I had to get that, and then I thought, well, I can just use my Osmo Pocket 3 to shoot the B-roll on the camera, which I could have put just directly on the hot shoe to begin with, but I didn't really know what kind of lighting situation I was going to be in, so I had to be able to put a camera flash on here, on camera flash, which I normally don't ever use, but I have them just in case, you know, this type of situation. So I had that, and so I'm thinking, okay, I've got to have this on here. The B-roll with the Osmo Pocket 3, be able to pop some light in if I need it for the stills. So I had to make all that work in one unit and be able to walk around and do that. So I got the cage, which is really nice. I really like it. I have to say, I'm really pleased with the cage. It comes with its own little tool on the bottom. So it's got its own little tool right here on the bottom, which just slides right out. So you've got this little tool that lets you screw on the bottom to the bottom of the camera, and then it's got a couple side mounts that go into where you would put the camera strap on the camera. So they lock into these little points right here. So they lock in here and here on the camera, as well as the 1/4-20 on the bottom. So we'll go ahead and get this guy mounted up on the R5 right now. So you just undo, you've got a little Allen wrench right here to take this side piece out here. So we just unscrew this, and this little piece just pops right out. And this is the piece that's going to go right into here, like this, which will screw into there onto that side. So put that down, and then you've got the other Allen wrench on this side. Get the camera out of the way. You got to slide this guy out, unscrew it, and then it just slides back. Then you just put it into the camera, slide the camera in, and then you can see right here where this is just going to slide right into there on that side, and then lock it down, tighten that up, and we're going to go to the other side, put this piece back in, and again it just fits right into the other side of the camera strap holder, and then just tighten it up. Super simple there. Then you just have the 1/4-20 on the bottom, which it has this tool right there. Tighten it down, Then just replace the magnet. So now we got the cage on the R5 with the drive still on there, able to get the batteries in and out still. It also comes with another mount you can put over here you screw this in right here and it goes up and you can lock all your shooting cables, your tethering cables on there. I'm not a big fan of these. I always want to have I'd rather have my tethered cable pull out of the camera if someone kicks the cord instead of just yanking the whole camera down to the side. So I'm kind of torn. I have a couple other of these things that I use. This one, which came with this came with the tether cable I've got from Area 51, which I really like. But again, I don't use it all the time just because I'm always worried about someone. I set the camera down, go look at something on the computer. I'm worried that it's just someone's going to kick it and it's just going to yank it onto the ground. And I definitely don't want that. But anyway, so got the cage mounted. And the whole key to this whole problem was I had to shoot stills and video at the same time of the same scenes. And so this is the solution that I came up with. And I had to be able to have an on-camera flash on just in case. I was mainly going to use available light and did use available light mainly, but I needed that option, and that's where the whole cage thing came into play. So got the cage from Newer, $68 for that on Amazon. I'll put the link below. Then I needed my Osmo Pocket 3, which is going to capture the B-roll. So the whole problem was, how am I going to get this to shoot at the same time? So the cage, then the Osmo Pocket 3. I got this little cage from Ulanzi expansion adapter, which lets me put the hot shoot at quarter 20 on the back of the camera and not on the bottom, because I didn't really want it sitting up like that. I wanted it as close to the lens angle as possible. So this let me put it onto this hot shoe, not really a hot shoe, but a hot shoe adapter right there. Slide this guy right on and lock it down, get it nice and tight. So that's on there. So now I can shoot the B-roll, which is very close to what the camera out of the lens is getting, super similar, close enough anyway. And then I was able to mount my on-camera flash on here as well. So I've got both things going at the same time, although I didn't really use this much. Used it on a couple shots, but for the most part, available light, and that was great for video as well. Worked out perfect for getting the B-roll and the stills at the same time of the same subject, doing the same thing. Didn't have to switch cameras. Again, low budget job, no assistant, just me rolling in, shooting, helping out a client. Like I've said before, you know, it's not really what I do. This type of was kind of an event thing, and it's not really what I do, but you help out a client that you've had for quite a while. So I had to figure out solve the problem, which I love, solving these problems on how to make things work and rigging something up that's going to work. And this worked fantastic. Hopefully it could work for you in a situation you need. And I've thought about now, this is a great behind the scenes setup. So when I'm shooting with the R5 stills, whatever it is, Nike, or I'm doing a Doc Martin shoot or what have you, this is a great little behind the scenes kind of shooting, capturing, or B-roll of just what I'm shooting of that day. I mean, it could work out really, really good. So I'll leave all the items in the comments below. The Newer camera cage that works with the grip on the R5, and the Ulanzi expansion adapter for the Osmo Pocket 3, and the quarter 22 hot shoe adapter, which was like $6, I think, and the Ulanzi expansion adapter was $35. All of them are on Amazon. It's very inexpensive setup camera rig that lets you capture stills and video at the same time. So worked out great for me. Hopefully it could be something you could use. Inexpensive for sure, and solve the problem I had for this particular shoot. As always, I appreciate you watching. Leave any comments below. If you have comments about any gear or questions, leave it below. I'll get to it. Again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Till next time, I'm out.